In this exercise, we're going to work out our dashboard here to include our sales by product category section of our dashboard. We're also going to clean up our calculations worksheet so that we can group everything accordingly for top sales managers, sales overview, sales by product category, and such. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, let's go ahead and head over to our calculations worksheet. And then what I want to do is I want to clean this up a little bit, organize it. So I'm going to select my top sales managers pivot table information, and I'm just going to put my cursor right on the border, and I'm going to click and drag down until it's in row 11 here. Next, I want to title this section. I'm going to select cell F10 here, and I'm going to type in top sales managers. Pretty simple. And then I'm going to title this section as well as sales overview. And then I'll press enter. Now let's dress it up so we can title it nicely. We're going to select this range here of F10 through J10, and I'm going to come over to my font group here on my home ribbon tab, and I'm going to click the fill drop down, and I'm going to choose this color here. It's the blue accent 5. I'm going to do the same thing for my sales overview. Fill it. And also my main top section here. Select this, fill it. So now it's dressed up nicely. Next, I want to work out my sales by product category pivot table area down here. First, I want to grab this title here, and I want to copy it down to A19 right here. So I'm just going to grab it, use my shortcut here. I'll put my cursor on the border, press Control, click and drag, let go of my mouse. Now I've copied it. And I'm going to retitle it. Select in here, press Control A to select it all. And I'm going to type in here sales by product category. And then I'll press enter. Next, I want to grab this pivot table, and I'm going to piggyback off of this down to here. And I'm going to grab the border here, press Control, click and drag. Oop, I moved it down too far. Just grab it again, move it up. There it is. Next, I want to fill out my pivot table for my product category. So I'm going to come over to my pivot table fields task pane here, and I need to see all my tables. So I'm going to come up and click all. And then I need to remind myself, what are we trying to do here? Product by category. So I'm going to come to my master products, and I'm going to grab the product group here. I'm going to place a check mark here, and there it is. It adds it to my rows, and it fills out my product by category. And I'm going to right click here in cell B22. That's for the latest. Right click, and I'm going to come to sort, and then sort largest to smallest because I want to see the most to least. After I've sorted this, I'm going to come over and just auto-fit column C so I can see everything in here. Now while I'm here, before I go and dynamically connect my product by category pivot table to my dashboard, before I do that, I want to do some confirmation here. I want to make sure that the latest values, the total down here, will equal the latest values here as well, and for this pivot table. So with my active cell here in this pivot table, I'm going to come to my design ribbon tab, come over to my layout group, and I'm going to click grand totals, and then I want to turn it on for columns only, and there it is. I can see that this is the same number. I'll do the same thing for the sales managers. Grand total, click to put my columns only. There's my grand total. Yes, this is confirmation for me that it is tracking nicely. So I'm going to auto fit this again, and then I'm going to come over to my dashboard, and I want to scroll down a little bit. I find a couple of shapes down here. I'm going to select them both. I'm going to click the first one and press Control, and then click the second one. Now I have both selected. I'm going to drag them up, and I'm first going to position my horizontal shape here, rectangle, in row 11. I'm going to click the deselect it, grab this vertical shape, and I'm going to drag it up kind of in the center of column F here. So I'm going to deselect. Does that look good? Yeah, maybe I'll nudge it down just a little bit. So now it will blend with the horizontal. So that's a nice separation. I'll come back to my calculations worksheet, and I want to select the months here. So I have the latest month, and this is the previous month. As you can see, this says previous, this is latest, so this is the month indicator. So I'm going to select the April, and I'm going to press Control and click March, and then press Control C, so I now have them both selected and copied. I'm going to come back to my dashboard, and I'm going to come to C14 right here. I'm going to right click, paste special, and then paste link. So now I have the months that are displayed in my pivot tables on the calculations worksheet. From there, I want to title this area. I'm going to grab the this label up here, top 3 sales manager. I'm going to click the border, and then I'm going to press Control, click the border and drag down, let go of my mouse right here. There it is. I'm going to press Control and select this other one. So now I have them both selected. These are our text boxes. I'm going to come up and make them bold. I'm going to deselect it and then double click inside here, press Control A, so I have that all selected, and I want to title this as Sales by Product Category. Just like that. Click outside of it. Now I have it nicely titled. Now after that, I want to have a little color indicator below each month. I want April to be similar to this color and March to be similar to this color here. So in cell C15, I'm going to come up to my fill colors here, and I'm going to come down and choose this color right here. This should be it. Yeah, that's the green accent 6, darker 25. I'm going to click this. That represents that color pretty well. I'm going to come under March, come back to my fill color, and I'm going to choose this color here. This is the lighter 40% green color. So now those are both kind of similar. I'm going to right click our row 15 here, come down to row height, and change this to 6. Click OK. So now it narrows it down and has like a little nice border there below each month. Now I'm going to come over to my calculations because I want to move over my sales by product category information from my calculations worksheet. So let's come over here. I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. I'm going to select this range here, the A22 to C28. I'm going to press Control C. Come back to my dashboard. Here in cell B16, I want to paste that information over here, but if I want to remind myself, this dashboard should be a dynamic dashboard. So when my pivot tables update, this will automatically update. So I'm going to right click on this and then come to Paste Special and then come down and click Paste Link. So now that the information is linked nicely. Now we also want to have a formula here that shows the difference between each month as a percentage. So here in cell E16, I'm going to put in a short formula here. C16, which is April, divided into D16. And then -1. Press Control Enter. There it is. So that's the actual percentage. So I'm going to come up to my numbers group and make that a percentage, and then increase the decimal place by 1. And then I'm going to double click my fill handle, and that fills it down nicely. Pretty simple. Not much more to it. We're dressing this up real nice. Thanks for joining me, and I hope this was helpful. We'll see you in the next exercise.